I gotta keep chorizo out, but these four are going to slaughter here, so. One at a time. All right, come on, kid. How about this? That was really easy. You can see, I mean, this is where we put them down. This is all, I mean, that's kind of the blood spot there. I'll bring you in, I'll show you what we did. I mean, it's just a pig hanging there. So as promised, here's the hog amongst many other things. Good morning, my name is Dustin Alleman. This is Alleman Family Homestead, and our hope for this channel is that you're able to pick up a tip, a trick, a gold nugget to help you on your homesteading journey. If that's the case, go ahead and hit subscribe below, drop a comment below, give us a like, keep bringing those comments, feedback. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, we've got a lot going on today. It's the sun is rising. We're out here a little early. We have a lot going on. We're loading up the pigs, taking them in. We had a heck of a day yesterday. I'll fill you in. Lots to fill you in on, but we'll bring you along for the journey. Okay, so lots happened in the last 24 hours. We came out yesterday morning to feed these pigs, and one of them was just acting sick. He did eat, however, he was very slow and lethargic. So I made sure he ate. We gave him a ton of apple cider vinegar. Yesterday was Sunday, so we as a family, we rest. That's our Sabbath. We rest. We don't do anything. We go to church, we come home, we disconnect from the internet, we don't do phones. That is our rest day. We truly abide by that. Look, stuff happens, unfortunately. So we ended up putting him down. We weren't planning on slaughtering our pig until Wednesday. Today's Monday. We were just scared. We're like, what if, I mean, he could wake up, we could wake up and he'd be laying here dead. So at about 3 p.m. yesterday, we made the executive decision. We came out and we did it. So crazy. We did a pretty good job. Nat and I did it in about 2.5 hours. Again, I'll fill you in on that. Right now, I've got to get these pigs in the trailer. I'm gonna get them in. They've got a bunch of poop in there. I'm gonna go scrape that first. So I'm gonna go grab a flat shovel, feed them. I gotta keep chorizo out, but these four are going to slaughter here. So I've got pig boards and everything else. We're gonna try to get this done. Yeah, thank you, babe. Just one at a time. All right, come on, pigs. Come on, pigs. Come on, pigs. Where's he at?
He's right here.
Am I gonna hit him?
I don't think so.
Nope, nope. Put that down. Come in here. Nope. I got it. That was easy. Good job. Thank you. You can turn that off. Okay. All right, that went surprisingly well. That was really easy. We had the pig boards all ready to go, and I mean that worked well. Chorizo stayed out, the other four went in. So they're in. I'm gonna go help Nat finish up chores. They gotta go. They've got things to go do. So I'll finish up. I'll bring you along. So yesterday, yeah, it was horrible. You know, we came out. Pig was just laying there. It wasn't laying. No, yesterday morning he was fine. He was just, usually when I walk out to get the bowls, whatever those are called, the feeding pans, they're all over me. They're all in my business. And he was just kind of, they were way up there and they all followed me, and he just kind of was back here, and you could just see it in his face. He was just kind of lethargic. So we fed him. We got some apple cider vinegar in him, diatomaceous earth, charcoal. I came out later on yesterday and tried doing more. I fed them all again with apple cider vinegar, all sorts of goodies, and he just wasn't having it. He came over here. So this fence was way over here. You can see where he kind of just burrowed in. He was just laying here, and you know, Nat and I were talking about it, and we're like, oh my gosh, you know, worst case scenario, we wake up this morning and he's just dead. But we also can't wait. We couldn't risk waiting until Wednesday. Today's Monday. That's 2 more days. Or I do it today. Nat and the kids are gone all day today. I'm not doing this by myself. At like 2 o'clock, we're like, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. So you can see, I mean, this is where we put him down. This is all, I mean, that's kind of the blood spot there. He was just laying here. I mean, again, most of the time when you put down pigs, we bring out milk so that they're not lapping, they're drinking. Pigs don't lap like dogs, so they don't move their heads. They just sit there and suck. So it's the easiest way to put them down. It was just like, this is the craziest thing, like our mama pig. I mean, the mama pig just laid there and let me put her down. Same thing here. I mean, he was just sitting there. We came up. That's why I had the feed pans over there. I got all the other pigs over there, put them down, and then we moved the fence. So we moved this fence over here because we don't want the pigs drinking the blood. This is gross, in my opinion. That's just me. I don't like pig eating pig. So we moved that over, hooked him up to the truck, and drove him all the way up to the barn, and we brought the kids out, and it was an impromptu pig slaughter. We skinned the pig. This is the first time we've ever skinned a pig. We always scald and scrape. And I guess look, there is pros and cons to both, in my opinion. All the homesteader, true blue homesteading guys are saying you gotta scald and scrape because all the back fats on the skin, when you skin it, you're losing all that back fat, and that's all the good stuff. And I agree with that, and we agree with that. But every time we scald and scrape, when we're inside butchering and piecing out, we end up skinning 80% of it anyways, because I'm not gonna put a pork butt in the smoker with skin on it. We've tried it. I've tried scoring it, but that whole side doesn't even get any smoke on it. So when we do bacon, we're skinning the bacon, and we've kept the skin, and we've tried to do, we've fried it and did all that, and we've done all that. It's just, for us, for what we do and how we butcher, we felt like we were doing the process twice. We were spending all this time scalding and scraping, and then when we're butchering, we're sitting here skinning the whole thing again. It became ridiculous. So we're gonna try it this time. We skinned it. We skinned this time, and we've got a skinned hog in the cooler, and we're gonna butcher here in a couple days. Look, I was planning on bringing you guys out with me on Wednesday and doing the whole, the video on the pig slaughter, and just, again, it was Sunday, it was impromptu, and we had to get going. So that's where we're at. So Nat and the kids had to head in. So we finished up chores. Just gonna do a quick check on everyone. Hens and ducks are looking great. These ducks are laying eggs like crazy. They're giving us, so it's actually been nice. Our hens are molting, so we're only getting like 4 or 5 a day right now. These ducks are giving us about 10 a day, which is, again, a duck egg is not, it's more rich, it's more dense. There's a lot more nutrition value to it, but there's more calories as well. So I don't mind them. I prefer combining them. Some people don't like the duck eggs at all, but for the way I eat them, I think they're great. So birds are still doing great. After we slaughtered yesterday, oh yep, there's still lungs. So I threw that, there's the pig lung. So they weren't too, they're okay, they're pecking away at it. But So that's pig lung. I threw some liver in here too, because we keep the livers, we keep the hearts. We kept all of that, but as I was pulling out all the entrails, some of the liver fell on the ground. So anything that got dirty, I just came out and fed to these birds, and they absolutely love it. They'll peck away on those lungs a little bit. We've got our 3 turkeys, our hobbly turkeys that Natalie separated with bum legs. They're still doing great. And then our other turkeys are, they're getting big. So this is the interesting thing about what we're doing this year. So with, usually today is such a freeing day. It's when we take the pigs to slaughter. Not that we don't like or appreciate what we do. We absolutely love what we're doing. The sun is just catching me in weird angles. But, you know, you work all spring, all summer, you're in this routine. It is nice in the fall to check something off your list, and usually that's the case. We bring them and there's one less chore. However, this year we decided to bring on a boar and a sow, and we're gonna start breeding. So the pig chores do not stop. Mama sow is up there. Chorizo, we're just gonna leave here. We will eventually bring Mama out here with him until it gets real cold, and then we're gonna put him in the high tunnel. And that's on the docket. I think we've got 2 or 3 more weeks before we want her bred, just based on our time schedule. And then turkeys this year, we're just, man, it's been a year. I don't even want to go into it. If you've been following us on our journey, you know, I mean, we've lost hundreds of turkeys, most of which happened within the first few weeks or on delivery. I mean, it's just been a disaster. So usually we're done with turkeys too. I mean, by this time, I mean, it's end of October, we're usually wrapping everything up, getting everything into the high tunnel and really slowing down. But we've got another, I think, 3 weeks with these birds. They're getting big, they're getting to size. So we'll be happy to slaughter, butcher, and get them in the freezer as well. Because of yesterday's circumstances, we did not put Bronco away, and we just opted out. We said, let's just, we're not milking tomorrow. I mean, yesterday it was a lot, exhausting, tiring. So that's the beautiful thing about calf sharing. I talked about this many videos ago, but the pros and cons to calf sharing. Well, this is one of the pro, where it was just like one less thing to do tomorrow morning because of the pig butcher. We were okay with. So we left the cows out on pasture, and we are not milking today. We did put the rest of the entrails in our compost pile, and one of our beehives swarmed earlier this year. I think they're in there. I got stung. Oh my gosh, I think I got like 10 or 12 stings yesterday, because I had a shovel and I was shoveling out the compost, and they just swarmed out and just attacked me. It was crazy. So I had to go put my bee suit on, because I had dug a hole, I threw in all the entrails, and then they just attacked. So I had to go back, put my bee suit on, and cover that up, because I didn't want all that exposed. I got the pig head and the entrails in there. Usually that's what we do in the compost, and it composts. It's an amazing thing, and that's nice rich soil for us in the spring. All right, let's check on these piggies, and we're gonna take them in. If I remember, I'll bring you guys down and just show you the pig we've got hanging in the cooler. Try to remember. I make no promises. We'll see how these pigs are doing. Hi, piggies. Hi, pigs. All right. You were decent pigs. They weren't my favorite. You can see their tails are cut off. I mean, that was one thing that we just didn't like. We obviously picked them up from a big pig farmer. They did good. You were good pigs, huh? You were good pigs. You were good pigs. All right. Time to be done. Time to make some bacon out of these guys. So I'm gonna take them in, and I think that's it. I'm gonna try to get show you what we did. I mean, it's, you know, there's not a whole lot to it. It's just a pig hanging there. So I'll try to I'll come in and show you guys what we got, what we did. And again, we skinned the hog yesterday. We did not scald and scrape, so it's a little different. It almost looks, I mean, it's the same thing we do with a beef, right? So we always skin the beef, but we typically leave the skin on these pigs. And I don't know, this is the first time we've done it. We're gonna try it, we're gonna see how it goes. All right, so as promised, here's the hog, amongst many other things. So there we go. There's you can see we left these trots. So again, we're not even gonna keep the trotters, so that's why we left the skin on, but everything else was nice and skinned. First time we've skinned a hog, so we'll update you and let you know what we prefer. Okay, we are gonna call it a day today. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you. Our hope for this channel is that you're able to pick up a tip, a trick, a golden nugget to help you on your homesteading journey. If that is the case, go ahead, hit subscribe below, drop a comment below, give us a like, thumbs up. Appreciate each and every one of you. We will catch you next time.